Ladies and gentlemen, people of all ages, men and women and others that enjoy a nice every good fuck once in a while, we have a situation on our hands. It is unfolding before us, and it is something that I have to be covering ASAP. There is an exclusive confirmation that the VTuber Mikeneko, also formerly known as Rushia, also known as whatever her name, Nazuna from Vshojo, was married. I believe she was also allegedly divorced for cheating on him, allegedly. Mafu Mafu is someone who is seeming to be her husband. Listen, I don't know all the details, but you know who does know all the details? My boy, False ID. One of my favorite freaking VTuber drama news people ever. I really appreciate this man's coverage of stuff. He goes deep and I like it. We are getting down this freaking rabbit hole. This is one of the wildest story of all time. Rushia, who was Nazuna, who is Mikeneko. Very, very nice VTuber lady that got banned from HoloLive years ago because she apparently had a boyfriend and leaked shit to some Japanese Keemstar. It's such a wild ride and insane story, and we are getting down through this today, okay? Again, Mikeneko, if you are watching this, thank you for following me on Twitter. I'm very appreciative. If you actually cheated on your husband, that's a huge dick move, okay? I'm not gonna simp for someone that's popular. That's just not how I ride, bro. However, if you didn't and this is all fake, oh my god, I am so sorry, girl, that you have to go through this. All right, we're jumping into this drama. We are jumping into this drama, baby.
They were married.
Oh God, jump scare. Sorry.
Regarding prominent Japanese VTuber Mikeneko recently.
Thank you for following me, by the way. Very cool.
Joining the Voice Ore group and performing.
Wait, she joined another group? She went from HoloLive to Indie to Vshojo. She left Vshojo to join another. What is going on?
Anime voice acting roles since. This VTuber having also been the talent behind Vshojo's Amamiya Nazuna. And before that, she was HoloLive Japan's Gen 3 member Uruha Rushia.
Yeah, dude, she was a prolific character. Oh my god.
Position that she was terminated from nearly 2 years ago. That all kicking off during a GTA stream alongside Sakura Miko. Rushia here had received a Discord DM that had appeared on her screen. That DM coming by way of Japanese singer Mafu Mafu.
This is the drama that went down years ago. She was doing her regular HoloLive activities. Mafu Mafu message popped up, just some random Japanese singer guy, and basically everything exploded from there because she then got so many death threats and harassment, guys. Because she allegedly might have had a boyfriend. She was in communication with a male. She was so upset, so freaking upset, that she was getting all this hate. She leaked private HoloLive info, allegedly, to Japanese Keemstar and got banned from HoloLive. It's a wild story. Oh my god. Dude, they are owned by these companies, forced to be single for eternity, as long as they could be used by the freaking... I don't know, man. It's just until someone can actually explain the idol industry to me in a way that will make me not freak out. Sorry, bro. I think it's abusive. It's like it's the worst thing ever.
I just finished streaming. I'm getting ready to go home. The text of that being interpreted in different ways.
Imagine being a parasocial fuck to such a degree that if the streamer you're watching has a significant other, you want to kill them.
Is either meaning I'm going to my home versus our home. Uruha Rushia then behind the scenes trying to clear her name and allegedly revealing private...
Clear her name from, talking to a male, Lord.
Information to third parties, leading to Cover Corporation to terminate their contract with that talent. And now today, a bombshell revelation has dropped.
Yeah, this is insane. Oh my god.
By way of a Japanese weekly periodical. Reporting on Mafu Mafu, who himself would also issue a lengthy account on his own website. The primary revelation being that he had been married and is now divorced.
Revelation of all time.
Going on to link that marriage to Mikeneko. And we can now confirm through an entirely independent source exclusive to TVS that
Whoa! We got exclusive confirmation to this? No! See, this is why I like False ID. Man does such a good job.
Yes, it is true. Mikeneko and Mafu Mafu were married. Once again.
Oh my god! So you're telling me that a Discord message pops up from this guy all right, on her stream, and she goes through this whole shitstorm of that Rushia was doing, okay? She got so much hate for allegedly having a dude, right? She sold engagement rings to her fans. She was stoking the parasocial flames, although that is kind of the idol industry in Japan. And they were married, and she, to prove they weren't married, leaked private information when they actually were married all along. That's the craziest freaking thing I've ever seen in my life.
And this coming from an independent source exclusive to TBS. As next, we will look into Mafu Mafu's statement and multiple allegations,
Oh my
many
God,
of which we
this is the ugliest story. Oh my lord.
cannot yet confirm. Mafu Mafu himself never directly naming Mikeneko, instead referring to an Asan, leading to counter speculation that this could be regarding someone else. Further translations of Mafu Mafu's statement now available. This one reading, "Hello everyone, it's Mafu Mafu. I apologize for causing such situations again. Allow me to touch on the headline that reported, quote, married and then divorced. Currently, he's filed a lawsuit against her."
Oh my God, that is mega ugly. Oh lord.
Firstly, just as the article has said, I had a spouse before. I sincerely apologize for the fact that I was not able to publicly announce it and have ended up deceiving everyone. We started our relationship in the summer of 2021, and we registered our marriage at the end of December that year. Following that, we divorced in July of 2022. Mafu Mafu continuing on.
And 6 months later got divorced. Oh my God, dude, they speed ran life. What the frick?
And I've never uttered a single word about this, which may result in this being an avalanche of statements to be revealed. This may cause various feelings of distress and shock to people, and I'm really sorry about that. Furthermore, to all related parties of the situation, I offer up my sincerest apologies as well. From this point forward, to avoid further lies, I've decided to tell the truth.
Dude, who says that? From this point forward, to avoid further lies, I have decided to tell the truth. See, this is why I keep my relationships offline. Like, a lot of people in my chat somehow think that my entire life is Nuxanor. And anything that doesn't happen on Nuxanor probably didn't happen. Like, dude, Nux, you probably never saw Sword Art Online Abridged. Well, I didn't see a reaction to it on Nuxanor, so it must not have happened. Well, I do actually have a life aside from the whole streaming gig. I know you probably don't believe that, but I keep it private because it's none of your business, goddammit. I don't even sell you freaking engagement rings like Rushia did, but even I oh my God, dude.
By telling the truth, I might get sued. I might cause trouble to many people. People might never listen to my music again. I'll be hated by everyone, be told, quote, we never want to see you again, and I might never be able to perform as Mafu Mafu again.
It's crazy. This whole idea of, oh no, I will have to retire as Mafu Mafu, and I'll become Fuma Fuma, and then everyone will be like, oh, Fuma Fuma, this new streamer with the same exact musical voice as this other guy. Wow, it'll be incredible.
And so, I don't want to lie anymore. I don't want my life hurting anymore. So I will speak on this. The contribution below is a collection of the truth from the start till the end. It's quite long, so please only read it if you'd like to know about the truth.
It is crazy that he had to make this statement. Dude, it is crazy. I mean, I have so much Riz. Obviously, you all know me. You know me, right? So much Riz. I got that skibbity toilet Riz. It's crazy. I go up to someone, I'm like, hey, babe, would you like to do the sex?
It really has.
And then when she says why, and I turn and I say, because I'm having sex with everybody.
I talked about, quote, not being able to fall in love in magazine interviews, and I realized I was unable to hold any romantic feelings for people, which was why I gave up on love and marriage. It was
spring 2021. He basically goes on interviews and says that he's asexual, he's never gonna get married, but he was already dating her. No, he started dating her in the summer of 2021. Okay, dude, 3 months. This guy came out as asexual 3 months before starting dating. Like, huh?
It was during that time when I met Asan, and they conveyed that they liked me, even with all my flaws and faults. My views on love might have been different from the general perspective of quote-unquote romance, but I thought that it would have been really good if we could live together supporting each other. I received a lot of opposition from my friends and acquaintances, but I ignored all the negative remarks and decided to officially be in a relationship with her. Followed,
you can date and be asexual. I mean, true, but he said he would never be in love and he would never get married, right? What was his exact line? His exact line was spring 2021. He said, I am not able to fall in love, okay? I am unable to hold romantic feelings for people. Okay, so he's not asexual, but like saying that literally 3 months before getting into a relationship and getting married? It doesn't make sense.
Negative remarks and decided to officially be in a relationship with her, followed by marriage. There was no confusion that this was how sincere my feelings were towards Asan. I've considered announcing my marriage many times. Of course, this was a
many times! Bro has to read all this and he's like, oh god.
Complete 360 of what I've said before about my thoughts on love and relationships. So it's true that I was afraid of speaking about this publicly. But even then, I would have preferred for this to come out from my own mouth than to have it revealed like this involuntarily.
Listen, I don't want to give away any private Nux lore at this point on a stream, all right? If I give away Nux lore, it will be planned out and in a video, all right? Nux lore stays hidden for now. However, the worst thing is getting this private stuff released against your will. Like, inconsensually getting your private shit leaked it's one of the biggest fears I think every YouTuber has.
However, when we registered for our marriage, Asan was also an internet personality. Hence, due to the wishes of Asan and her associates, I could not announce this publicly. One incident that happened in the past made me think about speaking on everything as well. Due to all the misinformation and slander, I have tried countless times to find the best timing to announce the truth, but it didn't happen due to several circumstances. When I was withering away in such an environment, Asan was with me. At that time, when I would object to trivial matters, she would verbally attack me. Countless days where I would cry.
All right, dude, this isn't just like talking about his private life and situation. This is like the worst ever exposed video on another internet personality of all time. It's like, you think that freaking Keemstar dropping an exposed video on somebody, or, you know, some commentary YouTuber calling someone out, or even Moist Critical being like, this guy's a fucking goober, I wouldn't trust him with a 6-foot dildo, right? Like, dude, that's bad, okay? Like, that could get you in trouble. However, bro, this is so much worse. Imagine getting exposed for being a scummy person, not by some YouTuber commenting on a clip out of context, but by your ex-husband.
And apologize continued, which made me think, quote, in the end, everything is just all my fault, and my days turned so dark. It was so dark, it was as if I couldn't see.
Bruh.
Back then, I was so blinded that I wasn't sure if—
I'm blinded by the way you just put all this text on screen, bro. I am blinded right now. My dyslexia is killing me.
This was quote-unquote normal or not. In order not to make Asan displeased, all of my behaviors were to ensure she wouldn't be angry. I would be in front of my PC every day with Line and Discord opened and would reply to all messages immediately. In a day, we would have hundreds of messages exchanged between the both of us, but even then, she would suspect that I was cheating on her. She would keep me online.
Dude, I'm just saying. I think that whenever one... Okay, listen, this is just incredibly hot take. When one person in the relationship falsely accuses the other one of cheating, then they probably cheated. I'm just saying, just from my own people that I know and experiences. Like, this is like projection maxing, brother.
The Discord 24/7 and monitor my activities. And to prove that I wasn't cheating, I would keep going on my phone even when I was sleeping.
In the words of Shakespeare, thy protest too much.
When I look back at this now, this seems unbelievable, even to me. But before, I would just accept this and continue to do it. Even in this situation—
Oh my god, it doesn't stop, bro! Bro freaking dropped the Bible of twitlongers right now.
Told, quote, you just married for the money, I would just continue to apologize without knowing much. I wasn't able to make judgments for myself. I didn't know what the best choice of actions were. And at that point, the only thing that saved me were the words given by all my important friends. I came to my senses and
I know someone right now that's going through a really ugly divorce. And, like, this is really hitting me. This freaking twitlonger document, this is like when you click read more on the terms and conditions. Yes, the gospel of Mafu Mafu.
Realized that all the words and actions I've received from Asan was moral harassment. I decided that we couldn't be together like this anymore and started to consider filing for divorce. At the start, Asan expressed her strong feelings towards this and stated that, quote, I'll reflect on everything that has happened now. I don't want to divorce. So we decided not to file for divorce.
I don't want a divorce if hell is forever. Oh, no. Oh, it's a rough day out there. It's a rough world, ladies and gentlemen.
Person tried to find ways to solve the issues so that we could improve our relationship. I originally bought a new home for us to move in together. I thought that if we were able to live together, I would be able to remove any anxious feelings she had about our relationship. However, because our relationship had complicated into such manners, we both put distance between ourselves by having Asan move into the new home while I lived in my rented apartment.
Oh my god, dude, that is not right, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing? Poor guy ended up in an NTR doujin with a lolly VTuber. It is literally the worst story I've ever heard.
Shortly after that, Asan would start posting cryptic messages that contained negative connotations about me on social media. These messages would largely differ from the truth, and this prompted many criticisms from third parties against me. Through proxy of...
Dude, that is also so gross. Oh my god, dude. This is gross. It's yucky. Okay, obviously, let's make one thing very clear. This is from the perspective of Mafu Mafu. We do not hear the perspective of Asan, allegedly Rushia, slash Mikeneko, whatever, on the other side, all right? We don't know, all right? Again, this is the perspective of one side. Every side in every divorce case sounds like they are justified. I'm just saying. Usually, it takes two to tango.
My lawyers, I've repeatedly told her to stop making such statements, but yet the situation didn't improve. In order to improve our relationship and to calm our mental health, we proposed to Asan to at least disclose some facts of the situation to put an end to the unceasing slander. However, Asan's representatives unanimously opposed our request by stating that, quote, she is restarting her activities in a new form, so please...
Interesting way for him to allude to in this note that this is when she left from being Rushia and became Nazuna from Vshojo. I feel like he's trying his best to not defame somebody, but he wants to drop as many possible like little hints. At least that's the perspective I'm getting right now. Like he is trying his very best to paint a bad picture of her while not looking like the bad guy to paint this picture of her, but at the same time wants to leave in enough Easter eggs for people to pick it apart. At least that's the perspective that it kind of looks like right now. Again, maybe I'm reading too deep into this.
Please refrain from announcing about your marital status, and made no compromise with us about the situation. I couldn't bear Asan's attitude with her contradicting words, so at the end of May of 2022, I formally filed for divorce with a lawyer. Thereafter, without being able to tell everyone the truth, we entered into divorce proceedings with lawyers. During the process, due to my health, I decided that I would go on hiatus after Tokyo Dome. The decision to go on hiatus was a painful one that caused a lot of trouble for the people involved. Originally, I had hoped with the announcement of my hiatus, I could talk about the truth, and this would help lessen the slander going around.
Another extra bonus of hardship that I think that I'm not even considering right now, like this dude, Japan's slander laws are fucking crazy. Like they're insane. They are insane. Again, this is one side of the story. Let me keep reminding you as I remind myself. It hurts to see so much. It's like, you know, people that go through this shit, and it's rough, bro.
However, from the request of Asan's side, we couldn't talk about my marital status, and in the end, we only announced my hiatus due to, quote-unquote, medical treatment reasons. I regretted not being able to tell the truth and felt disappointed in myself for being weak. During the divorce proceedings, Asan denied the discussion, citing poor health as a reason, and demanded money and other things.
Oh my god! Dude, if this really is Rushia, then why is she so, like, into this whole demanding money thing? She made so much money. And if she would have actually streamed consistently as Nazuna, she would have made so much more money. See, for me, a lot of people demand money because they know it'll torture their ex-spouse and not because they actually need the money. It's like a lot of people for custody over the kids, literally just to kind of go against the spouse. That happens a lot, so again, I don't think it's fair to discount that as a possibility, but if this actually is Mikeneko, dude, she made so much money.
Discussions were stalled. It was real that Asan was having an affair. In the end, we settled our divorce at the end of July with no compensation settlement paid to each other. After our divorce...
Oh my god, they just dropped that.
New home that Asan left from was littered with so many cardboard boxes and trash that there was literally nowhere to stand on.
That sounds like the VTuber lifestyle to me. I can't disagree with that one.
The urn with the ashes of the pet that Asan used to raise was also left behind with the trash.
Wait, what? And just left it with the trash? And she took time off and farmed donations because Because her pet died? There's no way, right? There's no way. That's borderline psychotic.
Now, it's resting in a high spot in my living room. I've discovered Aeson's betrayal after I had a conversation with a man, hereby referred to as Bson.
Oh my god, no way, dude. He ended up meeting the NTR guy. He met the ugly bastard.
Screenshots of their Discord in line for more details and got him to explain to me by way of calls. In the screenshots, there were invitations of dates and exchanging gifts on Valentine's Day.
Oh
on the day we
Valentine's Day didn't happen yet in 2024. 2023, they were already divorced.
Registered our marriage from December 25th, and on December 26th, she flaked on our plans for Christmas together and invited him to hang out with her during the end of the year.
When you dwell on the past, while he pounds her sweet ass, netorare.
Oh my god, dude, what the frick? This was going on since the very beginning? Again, we don't know if this is Rushia, and even if it is Rushia, we don't know if this man's story is true, right? This is one guy's side, and you always hear two sides before you come to conclusions, but if this is Rushia, and this is true, to the streets. I don't know, I have zero empathy for cheaters.
And even when we were settling our divorce in the middle of May, she would text me to say she wanted to get back together with me while inviting Bson to a room share with her. I still freshly remember that I laid in bed for a long time.
Dude literally was watching the clock while she takes his fat cock netorare. Oh my lord, this is brutal.
Bson has apologized countless times, and it seems that he was a victim in this
And he's still scared to say names because of Japanese defamation laws. Like, he's still not saying who it is. He's still going with Aeson and Bson. Do you think that when she was Rushia, she planned to leak the message from Mafu Mafu? I don't know. There's no way. She's not that big brain. Come on. Impossible.
About it, so we settled things amicably. Even until now, I am still good friends with Bson. But that...
Oh! What? He's still friends with Bson? I'm just saying, dude. Let me tell you something. Yes, anyone that cheats on their husband, bro, to the streets. But whoever she cheats on him with, to the streets as well.
That was not all. During our divorce settlement, Aeson and other parties harassed me on social media and anonymous posting forums. There were a lot of posts saying that I was a quote-unquote perpetrator of domestic violence and quote-unquote I cheated countless times with multiple women.
Dude, and anyone could say anything. Again, here you got two people accusing each other. Oh my god, dude, it's so rough.
Of course, these were all lies and not true at all. During my hiatus as well, I was harassed repeatedly and couldn't tell the truth, and I passed each day with misinformation and slander spread about me. To even fight back a little so that I could get all these...
Dude does not stop. This is like, man actually just unleashed the freaking Leviathan of twitlongers of all time. What the frick?
Misinformation and slander reduced as much as possible. I filed an information disclosure request against the anonymous posting forums. The result of that request recognized that the slander/misinformation spread was illegal, and the request was approved. As the article stated, most
defamation laws coming in clutch finally.
Aeson, Leviathans are coming for you.
Of the posts were written by Aeson. There were a lot of hurtful comments, but one of the most cruel was, quote-unquote, Mafu Mafu killed Aeson's cat by slamming the door on it.
Oh my god, dude! And that's all fake misinformation that she's posting, allegedly? Oh my god.
When I met Aeson, she was very friendly with me.
I'm sorry. What? I'm just scrolling through the Reddit threads right now, translating her posts, but yeah, her cat was blind. Bro did not need to drop that at all. Like, think about it for a second. The cat that Aeson raised was blind in both eyes when I met Aeson. Why would you add this into the thread unless it was a very nice hint to let people know that, oh yeah, this is just Rushia. Like, dude, there are so many of these sentences that seem completely innocuous to anyone reading it because, again, Japanese slander laws are just absolutely insane. But, dude, this is just basically taking the freaking finger and pointing it at Rushia.
I have 2 cats myself, and I raise them with great care. There is no way I would hurt any animals, so I have no idea how she was able to think about that, let alone even put it into words. And just as a quick interjection, it should be mentioned that yes...
Oh boy, here's our guy. Dude, this is why I like Fallside. Dude does such a good job.
Uruha Rushia on stream had talked about owning a blind cat.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that remembered that shit. Oh, God, dude. You really don't know who you're watching, bro.
I've been doing my activities for more than 10 years, so misinformation and slander has been a part of my everyday life. I think I would have normally not cared about it. However, Asan was the type of person who was against slander and would speak out against it. To have people like her registering for
the type of person that was against slander. What does that even mean? Everyone's against slander. Unless she would speak out against it, because Rushia made a lot of streams talking about being against slander, maybe question mark. I don't know if that's what he's alluding to here.
Paid membership on an anonymous posting forum to hurt people, it made me feel like I couldn't ignore it. If this goes to trial, people can listen in and everyone would be able to get the truth.
This would literally be another Johnny Depp trial. Freaking, oh my God.
If I talked about the truth online without any context, there could be errors on my end, but by bringing this to court, this will result in a lawful verdict. Due to that, knowing that everything will come to light, I decided to bring this to court. Currently,
God damn, he's really taking them to court. Oh my Lord. This is like a real crazy situation. I'm shaking right now. Scorched earth tactic, bro. And this isn't some bullshit, you know, completionist threats. Or freaking Mama Max out here saying, Mudahar is very rich. We can get $1 million out of him. Bro, this isn't like frivolous threats and cringe. Like, this is very real.
Still suing Asan for slander, and the civil trial is ongoing. Last year, at the end of summer, I had a discussion with the police, and they recorded my statement for 8 hours. It is a document made when police are investigating into a case. Asan was also called in, and it was confirmed that she was sent the charges last year. I believe the prosecution is thinking of how to proceed from here currently. This might be an excuse, but I thought if the case went forward, everything will come to light, so I wanted to talk about the truth then. Finally, I believe the trial will go on, and we will come back to this in the future again. There were a lot of things that I couldn't fit in here, but I've only ever wrote things that I've had clear evidence of. I don't think I've clarified enough.
Again, we didn't see the evidence. I'm not going to sit here and believe everything at face value, but if you are that confident going to open up everything in court, then you are probably telling the truth.
But this being something that I've kept in my heart for so long, I'm so glad I'm able to talk to you all about it now. Like what I've written above, I might be subjected to statements that are not true or abusive language from Asan. However, if we fight it out on a legal place, there will be a conclusion to this, so please ignore all this slander and rumors until then. No matter what happened, this doesn't change the fact that MafuMafu lied to the people who supported him.
Why is he ready? Well, I mean, yeah, by saying he's single. I guess that's like the famous Japanese influencer lie, saying that, oh yes, I am single. I have never even thought of vagina before. I don't even know what that is or where it would be found.
It doesn't change that I was at fault, and I will live with this fact for the rest of my life. I am really sorry. And at the end, this might be really childish of me, but I really hope that with this statement published, I hope that it will diminish the hateful content about me. Thank you very much for reading this until now. Signed, Mafu Mafu. Once again, those be
that is insane. Oh my God. Okay, before the closing thoughts, just hearing this statement, I am shaking right now. What an insane story. So, Mafu Mafu, famous Japanese singer guy, was allegedly dating Rushia, famous VTuber gal, who also is known as Nazuna, and is also... Well, Nazuna just left Vshojo. We wonder why, right? Dude, this is horrible. This is gross.
Being the words from Mafu Mafu, posting the link to his official website on his Twitter here. And while Mikeneko is not called out specifically by name, some contesting that Mafu Mafu was not referring to Mikeneko.
Okay. I would really like to hear that. I just feel like there were so many just random nudges to it. Oh God, please. I would love it if it wasn't Mikeneko and this was all a coincidence.
Mikeneko and Asan are different people. TVS once again confirming through a very trusted source that Mafu Mafu and Mikeneko had been married. And if Mafu Mafu was not referring to Mikeneko, why would he not mention that, fully knowing that it would be linked to her?
God damn, that's a really fucking good point there, sir. if it is known that they were married, then you'd think if he was talking about someone else, he would have at least mentioned it to stop the absolute shitstorm from coming to her. But also, like, the random blind cat mention, like, just so many random mentions in his freaking text that he did not need to do if he didn't want to let people kind of figure out themselves that he was talking about Mikeneko.
His statement referring to an internet personality, a wealthy individual who has regularly spoken out against slander, along with having associates that would stop them from announcing a marriage.
Right, of course, associates to stop them announcing a marriage. Dude, that's just HoloLive in a nutshell.
And this individual also owning a blind cat. As now going forward, we will see if there is any reply from Mikeneko. As of course, there are always two sides to any story.
Yes, sir. Based, false side. Based. This is why I like this man. This is why this guy's so cool. Okay, this is why I like him. Okay, he's based. He's cool. Yeah, two sides to the story. Yes, sir.
You have yet to hear her side. That is all for this episode. As always, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yo, check out False Side. He makes good stuff. He does some of the most in-depth coverage of VTuber news on the internet, and you should definitely give him some support. But this has been an insane ride. While there's part of me that really wants it to not be Mikeneko, because I've been a fan of Rushia and her content with HoloLive, like, I'm not gonna sit here blinded by my biases and say that it's probably not true. With all the things he said, it probably is true. And as someone that's been in ugly situations in the past that are not this, thank God, but not nice either. Like, dude, my heart goes out to this man. Oh my lord, what an insane situation. And it's only gonna blow up further. I think this is the biggest Japanese influencer scandal I have ever seen in my lifetime. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.